All right, all right. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Beach Balance Life. I'm Kirsa Brenner on behalf here of the universe to talk about astrology and predictions for the week, and more importantly, to go over the new moon in Aries and why it's so important. Wow, we have got a lot of energy going on in the celestials right now. It is intense, and we will get into it faux show. So first, I just wanted to welcome all of the new subscribers that have come to the channel. I really appreciate you, and I'm so happy you're here. And I hope that you chime in on the chat and you also feel a part of the community, because that's the whole point of my channel, is to create a community where we can have a place to come twice a week to just debrief and get away from the world and get away from all of the stress and everything that's going along with that. And so that being said, the shows I do have, I started Spiritual Happy Hour, which is tonight on every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then I also have a love forecast show on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So now I can hit all the time zones in the US or wherever you're chiming in around the world. Welcome. And I love hearing your comments and seeing you watch the replay for all of your astrological sign readings, and also just being involved. So if you haven't subscribed already, if your subscribe button is red, please press it and join the channel. Turn the notification bell on so you know when I'm going live or when I upload new videos. And at that point, you can stay in touch. And also, if you're watching, please click the thumbs up, or if you're watching after the fact, please like the video, comment below. Let me know where you're chiming in from. I've had people around the world. I had someone from Asia contact me today, which was pretty exciting to know that that she just found my channel and was really happy to be a part of it and subscribe. And so happy to have more people involved. Also, I do offer readings as well. If you've been on my YouTube channel, you see that I have my pick a card readings. I have metaphysics. I have things on plant medicine. We're going to be starting to really focus in on more astrology and intuitive readings and going down more of that vein. So opening up a whole new avenue, actually a whole new world of celestial angles to bring in the magic for everybody. For my readings, I have personal readings, and those are $125 for an hour. They're video conference, and so it's very private, just the two of us. I also have a 3-session package where it's 3 one-hour sessions for $300. So you actually save $75 by getting the package, and we can schedule those out as far as you want or condense them as much as you want. In addition, on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, I have a refresh, reboot, 25-minute special reading for $55, and you can book as far out. Usually they book up pretty easily, so you will probably have to go the following week to book a Tuesday reading for that discounted rate. And then on my lives, obviously, I do mini readings for $25. And then I also, just because I love everybody, I will also pull one card for everybody complimentary, because I want to make the information accessible to everybody. So let's see. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you again. How are you? How was your week? I love that you saw the show on Tuesday. That was so impromptu for me to start. I didn't know I was going to start that show that soon, but I was sitting at the beach and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a little, 4 little videos of pop-ups that I talked about doing last week. And I said, you know what? I've already set it up for an hour show, or actually we were online for an hour and a half. And so I was like, let's just have some fun with it. So I just went for it, and it was really great. So, so thank you for that and commenting. I'm so happy you're a part of this, Tammy. It's so nice to see somebody that has just found me organically again, what I was saying earlier. And now look, you're now a part of the chat and you're part of the OG gang. I'm doing great. I feel like with this energy, with all of with all this energy in Aries, I'm talking so fast because literally Mercury is in Aries. I have Mercury in my natal Aries, so it's literally sitting on top of my chart. And so sometimes I speak so fast that my body can't keep up because I have all this fire energy. But yeah, we have the new moon in Aries, and wherever you are in the world, either it's today or tomorrow, and it is intense. We literally have a mosh pit of planets in Aries right now. And if you're in Aries, you're probably feeling the intensity. However, we can handle the heat. You know what I'm saying? But people that may be more earth sign or water sign or air sign, depending on what your personal chart is, we'll figure out a way to transmute that energy during this spiritual happy hour to make this an easy, breezy-ish ride for everybody. And I mean, we have Mercury in Aries, we have Neptune in Aries, we have Mars that just moved into Aries, we have Saturn in Aries, we have the moon in Aries, we have the sun in Aries, we have Chiron in Aries, we have 7 celestial beings. And that is crazy. We have not seen this for thousands of years. I don't know the exact year. I'm in Aries. I don't care about the details. I just care about the information and getting it across, right? That's why I have Virgo friends, so they can do that and give it, they like that, and Capricorn friends. But we have the moon come in to Aries, wherever it is in your natal chart. We all have Aries in our chart. And the moon is basically, as it's been going the last 2.5 days, highlighting every single planet, ding, 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 right after the other. And it has been wild. My advice to anyone that has an Aries in their life, of course, we're going to go in the readings and we're going to figure out where it's going to be and hit everybody's chart. But this is my overall advice. If you have an Aries in your life, Aries placements, Aries rising, Aries moon, you need to be careful because Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of war. Okay. We have the sun there. We have Saturn, which is structure and very grounded father time energy. We have Mercury, which is all about sharp, fast communication, no sugarcoating. We have Venus, who's sitting there going, this is not where I like to be. She's sitting at detriment in Aries, but she's there. And then we have Neptune that just came from out of Pisces after, I think, 8 years into Aries. So now we're breaking through this illusion we've all been in where we're starting to feel awake. And everything is just like, pew, pew, pew. And of course, we have Chiron in Aries, which is the wounded healer. And so wherever that is in your chart, that's also going to highlight, depending on, but if you are an Aries, you probably have many planets that are being highlighted right now in your personal chart. And my recommendation is do not say the wrong thing to an Aries. Do not get on the bad side of an Aries right now because they will bite your head off. And we have Libra on the opposite side of the chart on the zodiac wheel. Libra is all about balance and the scales. And, for Aries rising across the chart is Libra in the relationship house. So if an Aries sun or Aries rising specifically, but also think about sun and moon, if they're in a partnership or a business partnership that's trying to pull them in a different direction and say, oh, you need to balance out things this way, and Aries, this is where we need to get real. We need to re-identify where it is we're going, our persona. We are the herald of spring. And I'll say Aries in general. I don't want to say we because I want to make sure everyone feels included. And being the herald of spring is the start of something new. And with all of this mosh pit of planets in Aries right now with 7 celestial bodies, literally this hasn't happened in so many, like thousands of years, like I said before, but it is a cosmic reset. So wherever this is in your chart, wherever you have Aries in your chart, that's what's being highlighted. So it could be yourself, your identity for Aries, for Taurus, it's going to be more on the money and, slow and steady, and like how they think in their 12th house, like their mind. And so we'll go through all that. We'll go through all the details, but I recommend everybody just being very chill as much as you can during this next few days specifically. But then we have at the beginning of May, then Mercury will leave Aries, so the conversations may tone down a little bit. And then mid-May, then we have Mars moving out into Taurus, and that's where we're starting to see things alleviate. But right now, this is the conjunction of everything. It's very explosive, so be careful, okay? But that being said, I do want to say I have a new moon ritual. So new moon is where we're going to plant the seed with all this new cosmic reset, and then it's going to start to come to fruition, building up 6 months from now, okay? In addition to all the other planets. So this is a good time to set new intentions, to really think about what it is you want in life. Where do you actually want to go? Where do you see your new identity? Because with Pluto in Aquarius right now, are moving into the last few years and here for, I don't know, the next, 30-ish years, it is setting the stage for the people and re-identifying things and transformation, and just really being very intense on taking everything and squeezing it and see what happens when the diamond comes out. Okay, so think about what it is you want to manifest, where you want your direction in your life to go from here on out. This doesn't matter how old you are. You could be, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 30 years? What's your goal? Because it can't be the same old goals of what you've been doing. That whole, as we've seen on the world stage, that whole thing is gone. It's gone. So for the, yes. So, oh yeah. Okay. So Tammy, so a perfect Aries here in the chat. Aries, Sun, Mars, Saturn, and North Node. Woo! I love that. That is awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do for the new moon ritual is we're going to do a quantum leap with water. I have 2 glasses. I have a full glass of water, and then I have an empty glass of water. So the full glass is representing where we are right now and what we want to transmute. It is the energy we're feeling right now in this current vibration, okay? And it's going to take get a piece of paper, write down what you want to transmute, the energy, where you're feeling frustrated right now, and really set your intentions with it and sit with it and think about it. Let's see. I have a few things to write down myself, so let's see what we have. Okay. And then also where I want the direction of the identity to go, my identity, since I am an Aries, but we'll go through where it is in your chart. So then take that piece of paper and hold it up with the water and hold your intention of what it is and infuse your intentions with the water of where things are right now and how you want to transmute this energy, because water is literally going to cool things down. It's going to bring some steam, but it's going to cool things down. So everybody, I hold it to my heart, I close my eyes, and I think about where I am right now, where I want to be, what is agitating me, and where I want to transmute this energy and alchemize it into creativity, okay? And then on a second piece of paper, write down what you want to alchemize, where you want to see things, what do you visualize? Is it a new career path? Is it starting your own business? Whatever it could be, write it down in the new piece of paper. And now we're going to take the cup of water with the old identity and transmute the energy into the new cup. And water holds memory. And so there's actually a great book on this. I forgot the author's name, but water holds memory. So take the piece of paper with your intentions of what you are going to manifest and hold it with the water, infuse it, close your eyes and visualize it. Take a deep breath in, exhale, and then when you're ready, start drinking your new reality. And actually, I didn't even think about this. This is perfect for a spiritual happy hour because it's all about alchemizing and utilizing the water molecules to manifest and quantum leap into a new timeline. All right, so I'm shaky. It's like crazy. This energy is insane, but I'm loving it. How is everyone doing? If you're here, if you're new, don't be shy. Drop a comment and say hello. I'm actually going to put some peppermint in my water because peppermint is for clear communication and also it's refreshing. I make sure if you are drinking it that it's ingestible. I didn't tell you anything about that. That's just what I do. But peppermint water cleanses everything around your throat chakra and speaking the truth out into the universe, because what you speak out into the universe is what you're going to bring back. Anything you say, remember, your word is your wand, okay? All right, so we're going to go into the collective reading and just tap into this energy that for the new moon, and then we'll go into each astrological sign for your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign. If you don't know them, it's good to know your big three, because then you get a little bit of a more personalized reading without actually having to get an astrology chart reading, which if you're interested in one, let me know. I do those. I don't have them offered in the link in my chat or on YouTube, but I can do them. All right. So for the collective, let's see what the overall energy is we need to know to manifest and alchemize this beautiful energy during the new moon. Oh, this is awesome. I love this. It's literally, we have the Ten of Swords, which is basically the end of a cycle. How appropriate, okay, with all of this air energy. Don't beat a dead horse. It's time to move on, time to release that energy once and for all. And then we have the Six of Wands, and this is the battle after the victory. So, or up to the victory. So right now we're in this battle with all this Aries energy. The wand suit is all about fire energy. So going up to the victory, but making sure that you're doing it in the right way. Remember, we want to transmute this energy of Aries and all this fire into something creative, okay? Anytime, that's why we're here on Earth, is to transmute and manipulate energy. So we want to transmute it into a way where it's going to catapult us in the new direction. So let's see what the Beach Balance Life OG Goddess deck has to say about that. I made these cards and they're based on surfing, sailing, and scuba diving. We have batten down. So when you batten down the hatches, that means a storm's coming, okay? But you can prepare for the storm. You can literally prepare for the storm. You don't have to sit here and just hope and pray and like wait for things to roll over. Like, how are you going to take the tools and the information coming in that seems really fiery and abrupt and transformative and change it to help you on your path and help people in the world? Because in the age of Aquarius, with Pluto and Aquarius, this is all about the people and being authentic. There's no more people pleasing. There's no more worried about influencers and all that bullshit. It is literally all about being authentic and being a part of a community. So now we have our angel cards. Let's see what they have to say. Oh, okay, Tammy, I get it. I know you're busy. Oh, wait. On Tuesday. Okay. So for the collective, I have relationship harmony. So this is basically saying right now our relationships are shaky. They're on shaky ground, but you have to let go of the old thought process and the old patterns that you have created in order to move things forward, to have this beautiful victory with the Six of Wands, riding up to the victory. Everything turns around as a yes at the 11th hour. And this is all about battening down the hatches and protecting your relationships, protecting the relationship with yourself, especially with the Aries energy on who am I? Like, it's all about the beginning of new things. So think about when you plant a seed and you need to water it, tend to it. Sometimes you kind of forget about it and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to go water that again because now it's really dried up. But the seed will always prevail. So the more you water the seed and nurture it, the more it's going to grow. The same with relationships. You can't leave anything vacant because it will die out eventually. All right, so let's move on to the personal readings for the zodiac signs, each individual zodiac. I like it with my Freestyle Love Supreme cup. Oh my God, I didn't plan this. You guys saw me shake it. The first thing that came out was Aries. So, woo, okay. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I can't believe that. Like, and I have it all mixed up too. Okay, Aries, what do you need to know? What do you need to focus in on for this new moon coming in? Okay, so I already pulled the King of Pentacles, which is all about steady foundation, steady finances. I've pulled the Queen of Wands, which is very much Aries energy with fiery passion. And wow. And then the Page of Swords. So, okay, what this is telling me, Aries, is you need to be focusing in on your finances and taking everything that you have an opportunity that you're feeling that fire come up inside and transmute that energy into how is it going to benefit you to complete a project, to take the step forward to a new business adventure or start something new. Now is the time. Everybody should be starting something new when it comes to where it's hitting in your chart. And for Aries, this is all about that new steady foundation. A lot of astrologers have said the last time that Saturn came into Aries is when they became an astrologer in the 9th house of Aries. So this is telling me with relationships in general for Aries, with the Queen of Wands, this is that passion, fire energy, and this could be a union of earth and air. Or I'm sorry, earth and fire, and then with the Page of Swords, it's all about strategical thinking. So it's not so much about the actual kings and queens and pages, but in the knights, but it's more about the energy. So having that authoritative, knowing your finances, knowing where they are, knowing where you want them to go, with that passionate fire energy, and then taking those ideas and putting them out into the world, and balancing those conversations and that energy into your relationships. So in addition to that, Aries, we have smooth sailing. Oh, thank God. I know we can all breathe a sigh of relief with this. Aries, we have a lot of energy already in our house, depending on our personal charts, but we're used to this intensity. But even for an Aries, it's been intense. But I've taken that frustration and that fire I feel on the inside, and for the most part, try to hold back, and try to figure out how to take that and use it for the better well-being. And I pulled the card All Is Well. So that's actually perfect and beautiful. I can't believe that actually came out that way. That's amazing. That's why I love reading, because you're able to take the energy of astrology and then the intuition that comes in and the guidance that comes in, the messages, and just take it, put it all together, and then make something beautiful. So, all right, let's see. That's for my Aries. And Tammy, yes, of course, I'll pull a card for you when we're finished. All right. Now we're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What is going on, my Cappies? I love my Capricorns. Very detail-oriented, very business-oriented, very grounded. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Let's see. What do you need to know for this new moon? This is hitting your 4th house of your home, Capricorn. So it's going to focus in on family, structure, foundation, what you're building. And then I pulled the 5 of Wands, which is conflict, but don't fret, don't fret. So I feel like, okay, I feel like this is part of your destiny to have a little bit of conflict right now, because conflict is healthy, Capricorn, because it's going to take you into a place that's going to make you start working hard for, or paying attention to more, and like you've already planted the seeds, they're already growing, and now you're alchemizing them and transmuting them into what it is you want. You're just diligently working as the mountain goat, climbing up the side of the mountain to reach your goal. And you are spiritually protected with the Hierophant card. So in the traditional tarot, this is all about being protected by spirit and the universe, and knowing that you're always in the right place at the right time. So this may seem like maybe internal conflict, but on the outside, it's driving you to work. See how you're taking that energy and making it work for you, to be in alignment with your destiny. I have sun-kissed. All right, Capricorn. So letting your hair down and having a little bit of fun. And, you know, it's like feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin and that warm, fuzzy feeling. So once you get through this little hump, we'll call it, you know your intuition's on point and there's opportunities coming in for you. Let's see what the angel cards have to say for you, Capricorn. You could be building a house, Capricorn. I do see leadership. So there's a lot of leadership that you're driving. So maybe you're the head of the household, or you own something, you own a house, or you're creating opportunities, job opportunities to buy more property or something like that. Chime into the comments and let me know how that resonates for you. Because even though I get these random hits, you'd be surprised that message finds that person and they comment on the video. All right, let me get some peppermint water. Ah, I know. Thank you. Yeah, that was a nice reading for Aries and for Capricorn. All right, so now we will move on to Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What is going on, Pisces? I love my Pisces. I say that about every sign because I have so many friends. And we have every single 12 zodiac signs in our chart. So I'm a Pisces moon, 29 degree, which is like very, very, very at the very end and very in tune and intuitive and psychic. So if you know anybody with Pisces, especially Pisces moon, then you understand, you just understand them. Then you get it. Oh, that's cool. You know what's interesting, Tammy, is my mom is a Pisces and I'm an Aries. So reverse Uno that. Okay, so Pisces, I do see that all right, with the 7 of Cups, I see there's a lot of opportunity. There's a lot of sun. There's a lot of things that are being presented to you that you have a lot of opportunities. All right. Which is kind of interesting for Pisces, because we always think we have a lot of opportunities because there's so many things to dream about, so many things to manifest. But Pisces, this is in your 2nd house of finances and achievement. And so with this Aries new moon is highlighting that part of your chart, you need to be focusing on how to build stability in your finances and what path you're going to take. You need to lock in. It's time to lock in on something and move forward, because I do feel like maybe you've been a little bit in this resting phase, just chilling out, but you've got to start taking action, and things are going to start happening in that Aries part of your chart in the 2nd house, because it's not messing around. So this is where you want to plant the seeds. So 6 months from now, Pisces, you can start to manifest what it is you are planting. Because if you don't, you will be looking at these cups that you thought were fulfilling you in the past. But this guy, he has 2 cups right here and they're behind him. All he needs to do is just turn around and look at them and say, oh, I have other resources. I have other opportunities that are emotionally fulfilling, right? So what it is, Pisces, what do you want to transmute right now with this new moon energy to manifest? Okay. Oh, I dropped a card. I dropped the sun-kissed card again. So that came out for Capricorn. So it's all about letting your hair down, having fun, Pisces, and knowing that when you get that intuitive feeling, you get that fuzzy feeling of, ooh, this excites me, that's the direction you want to go. So right now, if you're confused on what direction to take with the opportunities you have, sit down and do some meditating. And you don't have to sit there and be like, go for a walk, go on the beach, go for a swim, and you're going to get a download of what it is that makes your soul feel ignited. Because now this is the time with the brand new cosmic reset. This is when you can manifest it in your house of finance. All right, let's see what your angel card is. Pisces, beloved one. So Spirit and God is working on a beloved partnership for you as well. And this is great because in your second house of Aries, that is saying with this energy, you taking the time to find out how you're going to build yourself and your foundation and your achievements is going to naturally pair you up with a partnership or someone you could get in partnership with. And that might be someone you can build, a foundation with and feel that those achievements coming in for you. Bill, what's going on? How are you? Bill, meet Tammy. Tammy met Bill. Bill is an OG from the very beginning, from 2020 when I started Spiritual Happy Hour. And he's a moderator of mine, really great friend. And Tammy, she's an Aries that just stumbled on the channel last week. And this is the third show she's been on. She came in on Tuesday and tonight too. And she's awesome. And it's really cool. Okay. What is, there's like a notification on the bottom of my thing. Hopefully everything's fine. Yeah, it is. Okay. All right. So before I pull the next one, Bill, I did a new moon water ritual, which I've done in the past, but I did a special one for the new moon and all the stuff about the new moon in Aries. So you'll have to go back and watch the rerun. That's like so Bill Cosby. And Three's a Company. All right, so now we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. What is going on? Okay. All right. I know, I figured you at work. Lockdown, right? But I'm happy you're on here. That means so much. It's good to see. Good to see you. All right. Did I put Gemini back in? You're not going to get 2 readings, Gemini, even though you're twins. Okay. All right, Gemini, what do you need to know for this new moon in Aries? This is highlighting your 11th house of social, internet, friends, things like that. All right, I do see that you're feeling that it's time to either move on or you're waiting for your ships to come in. You're waiting, there's something that isn't satisfying you. And with this new moon energy in Aries, you need to transmute this energy and start focusing on what makes you feel good. What it is that you're putting out into the universe, whether you have your own channel or you are broadcasting something or you are, in a circle of friends and there's a lot of chaos right now. It might be time to let go of some of those and move on into this next new cosmic reset. Because with the Ace of Cups, this is showing me this is going to provide a lot of new, beautiful, overflowing emotions. And when you fill your own cup, you can fill someone else's cup. And, usually when the cups right here that are empty, they're drained, right? So something happening in that social circle for you is draining you, and you need to tap back into your creativity because you have Sagittarius on the other end of your chart. And so expanding your network. Okay. That's what I'm hearing, because I do see you a little bit in, this lady right here, it's 8 of Swords. She could literally just untie herself and take off this piece of toilet paper wrapped around her eyes, but she's choosing not to. She's choosing to stay So you have to get yourself out of this mental energy, this mental cage, and lock in and open up your creativity to expand into your social networks. If you are thinking about starting something, or, I mean, honestly, a podcast for a Gemini, you could talk for 12 hours straight. If you know a Gemini, they can talk all the time. And one of my best friends is a Gemini moon, and I'm like, oh my God, I thought I could talk a lot, but it's great. So let's see what the Beach Balance Life cards say for you and what you are looking to transmute. Pearling. So when you're surfing, pearl diving, this is like making sure you're in balance. You're not too far forward on the surfboard where you tip it into the water and tumble and crash out, right? Making sure you're taking care of your emotional state, since there's a lot of cup energy here, okay? Because you need to take care of your emotional state where you could overstep saying something based on an emotional reaction, or hold back from saying something that should be said. Let's see what the angels have to say for you. Ooh, all right, Gemini, life review. Did I not just say that? Literally, a life review, taking inventory on your friends, maybe some of your family. What's in your home? What's cluttered in your home? What's taking up that mental energy? Gemini, you're so intellectual that you think so much that you need to clear your space, because if it's in your space, if it's clutter, I don't care if it's something you've had for 10 years, if it's holding on to a memory that no longer serves you, bless it, send it on, give it to somebody else, okay? Sit down and think about what it is that you need to do to alchemize all of this fire energy with the new moon and transmute it into something positive. Comment below and let me know what that is, because that's very specific and I would love to know what that means for you. Okay. I love peppermint water. Back to my peppermint water build. Okay, so moving on to Libra. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What is going on, Libras? Libra is opposite of Aries in the Zodiac, so it's hitting more, all this fire energies, hitting them in the 7th house of partnership. Woo! All right. Okay. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. Oh, my nose is itching. Someone must be talking about me. Okay. Woo. And I'm getting a buzz in my ear too. All right. Taking that, accepting that download. Thank you, universe. Okay. Libra. So I'm seeing that in your house of partnerships, there could be a small opportunity that can manifest into some sort of wealth, where it is a business project or something that involves money, and it involves taking your resources and planting the seed. And I feel like this could be someone coming in, giving you a little offer to help you out, to give you a bump to the next step, to help you lily pad up. It could be a small, tiny promotion in your job, more so in relationships and business partnerships. So it'd be more on the end of starting something with somebody else, another entrepreneur, not an actual day-to-day current job. So it could be like a side project. It could be something that you're thinking about, but it is supported by the universe. I do see that this is going to be slow and steady wins the race with the Temperance card. It's all about patience, pouring the water into one cup into another cup. If you look at that, that's how we did our ritual today. Transmuting the energy, alchemizing all this fire energy, and taking it and moving it into a direction. We can move energy. That is what we do. That's what we're supposed to do here is on Earth, is to manipulate energy, because that's just what we do. Okay. Then I have the King of Swords. So there's a lot of strategy, a lot of planning that needs to go into this. And it's going to be very structure oriented, very much on the, here's the outline, here's the business plan, or it could be I feel like this is more business for you with this new moon, but if this is a relationship, this could be a prenup, this could be organizing things for the next level, or agreeing to move things to the next level in a partnership. All right, let's see what the Beach Balance Life cards have to say about that. Ooh, okay. Full moon rising. Okay, this is cool. So since we're in a new moon in Aries tonight and tomorrow, depending on where you are in the world, the full moon in Aries is going to be 6 months from now. So whatever you're manifesting, this is a huge sign that this is where everything is going to just like turn on and be illuminated. I just said it's going to be a slow and steady wins the race with this energy, but the full moon, everything is going to pop off. Okay. That is awesome. I love that. And it also says in the card, but also take caution around you because someone or something could be sneaky or not forthcoming. So that's when things are going to come to fruition. So make sure you take some discernment on who you're getting into a partnership with, whether that be romantically or business. That's why you want to be slow and steady. You want to make sure you're getting yourself in the right setup, and that I almost am getting a Mercury retrograde in my mind, meaning that you need to look at all paperwork and make sure that all the details are covered. You read every single thing, okay? Let's see what the angels have to say to protect this energy and help you alchemize it. Ooh, compassion. So it's time to soften your heart with the respect to the situation. So I feel like this is more of compassion for yourself, because compassion is also going to give you more confidence because you're going to be more forgiving, and it's going to give you more shining your light in the direction of where you want to go and where you want to be, and being forgiving of yourself if you're not moving as fast as you would like to, especially with all this Aries energy. You have to have compassion for others too. And I feel like this is definitely more on a romantic level, in a partnership, and understanding that everyone is different. We're all snowflakes, right? Meaning no one is the same. If you looked at everyone's astrological birth chart, the natal chart, you will be able to see that even twins have a completely different personality, born a minute apart, completely different. So having compassion of the people around you, that everyone's different, but we're all here for the same goal, and it's all for love and light, and putting our light out into the world and helping others. So I hope that resonates, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. All right, moving on. Okay, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What's going on? All right. This energy is intense for Leos because this is lighting up your 9th house of astrology, travel, spirituality, teaching and learning, expansion. The 9th house is ruled. That's where Aries is, and it's ruled by Jupiter, which is expansion. It's a Sagittarius energy, like all over the place, like exploration, right? So let's see what the Leo risings need to know for this new moon in Aries. How do you need to transmute this energy? Okay. All right. So I do see a lot of steady, amazing financial stability here for you, Leo. I do see that since it's lighting up your 9th house, it's saying that no matter what you're planting your seed, it will definitely prosper and come to fruition. So think about 6 months from now, when the full moon, and what you need to release, and see where you are from here and then. Because if slow and steady wins the race, this is very much, Capricorn energy. So it's literally like you have to look at every single detail and build things slow, but keep consistency. Consistency is king. Okay, Leo. I do see that you are having to draw some boundaries that are helping you point this energy into your ninth house of starting something new and taking a new direction, and being a teacher, or maybe you're out there doing YouTube, or you are inspired to go do YouTube and teach astrology or something like that, or you're inspired to go out and travel, and you're teaching people how to live a traveling lifestyle or something like that, and tapping into that spirituality. This is, the 8th house is Pisces in this chart, and that is all about feeling the dream. And then the 9th house is being the dream, making it happen, taking action, locking in, let's go. And with the Knight of Swords, this is, you may not have any time to let any grass grow under your feet, which is totally fine, because if you see your goal, go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. All right. Keep moving forward. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so I have 2 cards came out. Leo, ease the sheet. So make sure with that energy, I kind of wanted to heed caution to the wind, but I didn't. But with the Knight of Swords, this is really fast energy. This is bingo bongo, in and out. Let's get cracking, So make sure you're not going full force, that you're giving yourself time to calibrate as these planets start to move from Aries into Taurus the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, because you want to make sure you're not going so balls to the wall that you aren't even able to take care of yourself. You want to make sure that you're finding the time to recalibrate and make tweaks, right? So with the blue hole card, this is all about hidden treasures that some may never see. So take the time to explore, to sit outside, to sit by the beach or by a body of water, and see how you can take your projects to the next level without it being, worried about what people are thinking about you and people pleasing, but more so what makes you authentic in this portion of your chart. Because authenticity is the thing that's going to move things forward for everybody from here on out. No one likes fake anymore. You can spot AI in a second, and I'm like, scroll, bye. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch a faceless YouTube channel. I want to be on YouTube. That's why I'm doing 2 shows live a week, plus some other exciting things I have coming up. And because that's what people want, connection. They don't want to be far removed, and people are so tired of Instagram. It's hilarious. All right, so clairaudience, Leo, this is all about what it is you're hearing in your heart, your soul, and your mind, and hearing your heart's song, channeling in that energy, and listening to when you walk into a restaurant or you're walking by, a store or something, listening to the words of the song, and you're like, oh, that's a message, right? Or I always like to go on my Spotify and I just search new stuff. I just say, like reggae or beach music, whatever. And then I'll discover a new artist, and it's awesome. And it has messages for me. And it also gives me new messages to transmute the old stuff I've always listened to into new ideas, because they're no longer attached to old memories. So that is the message for Leo, sun, moon, or rising. Woo. Okay. All right. Let's see who's next. Freestyle Love Supreme. Pring. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. What is going on, Saggies? This is awesome. A fellow fire sign. Okay, Sagittarius. So this is hitting in your 5th house of creativity and romance, and, taking that energy opposite of the 11th house of Gemini, because that is going to be more of the logical thing. You need to step more into your creativity. You need to dial in on, stop being so scattered on so many different projects, but lock in and move forward, because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is expansion. And with Aries sitting there and all this energy, this is where you want to plant the new seed to manifest in 6 months when there's the Aries full moon. And it's going to really help you really tap into your creativity. You may be forced to start being more creative and tap into this place that's going to give you more joy and that childlike energy, because if you're out of balance with all of these planets and Aries moving into that part of your chart, you're going to feel that friction. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. Oh, this is cool. I love it. Sagittarius, I pulled the Two of Cups. So beautiful, loving relationships and romance. This is the Ace of Cups right here. Whoops, right here in the background from the Ace of Cups card is opposite on. And so it's really taking that beautiful emotional energy and really protecting your personal romantic relationships with all the sun that's protecting it from God, and also this beautiful union in between. Okay. And so I'm seeing that there may be a feeling of feeling a little bit in your head when it comes to, this is more of a finance card. This is the Five of Pentacles, and this is financial loss. But this is telling me if you, actually, you know what? I've seen this a lot. If you are in a loving, healthy relationship, your finances will prosper 100%. So I think it's time for you to take this fiery Aries energy in this new moon and push it into a creative project of something you want to do. Maybe it's a side project. It may not be in the job that you are in right now, but something that brings you joy and excitement, because it will turn around and be prosperous, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. So she's sitting alongside the King of Pentacles, which is the highest you can get in the Pentacles, which is all about finances. So this could also be highlighting a female in your creative realm that, you want to make sure that you're either collaborating creative ideas with, or this could be also the romantic partner that you're with or that you're manifesting or coming in with, that's going to help you open up and unlock this Aries energy, this fiery energy in your creative house. So let's see what else. Let's see what the Beach Balance Life cards have to say. Tasty breeze. So yes, you need to let your hair down and have some fun. Honestly, tasty breeze. This is my favorite time sailing. I know that Bill's heard this a million times, but sailing on Lake Michigan, when you have a tasty breeze, it's really like 80 degrees from the southwest. The lake is completely flat, and the moon is rising, the sun is setting, and you're just like, and the music's going, and you're like, wow, and the wind's going through your hair. That is a tasty breeze. So that's where you need to, if you're being so hard on yourself, trying to counteract the other side of that part of that chart, my Gemini, with the logical thinking, you need to get out of your logical mind into your creative mind in order to alchemize this fiery energy. Let's see what the angel cards have to say for you. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. I have a brilliant idea. Oh my God, you literally cannot make this up. This is all about a brilliant idea, something that's giving you that creative, igniting that fire of something that you want to create, that gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, whether it's in romance or a creative project. This is going to help you prosper into prosperity, where you're going to have that solid foundation. So maybe it is also creating a solid foundation in your relationship, or your relationship with creativity, whether you're creating a brand new project, making sure that you are in love with that project, that you're romancing the idea of where it could go and where it could take you and how it can help you expand. That is awesome, Sagittarius. Woo! Best of luck. Love and light to you. Woohoo. Okay, let's see. Okay, next we have Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. What's going on? I bet you do. I bet you do. I do too. Even though I was at the beach today, twice. Okay. Don't worry, Bill. I'll pull cards for you too at the end. Okay. All right, so Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see where this is hitting in your house with all this Aries fiery energy. This is hitting in your 3rd house. So this is all about communication, close to home, your neighbors, your close community. I don't know why I just like stumbled on my words, but it could be a sign. Maybe there's some tension in your community. It could be, I mean, all this Aries fire energy, do not underestimate this at all. It is no joke, no joke. When I saw this, the lead up the last couple of years of this energy, I was like, I want to hide under a rock, but I'm fine because I'm alchemizing it. I'm utilizing it. All right, let's see. Aquarius, interesting. Oh, okay. So I did stumble over when I said community, right? So I do see that there's some mundane energy you're sitting in, whether it could be how you're communicating or you're not getting the information you need, but you need a tasty breeze. You need a refresh. You need to click Alt Delete, exit out of that program and start something new, because this is not serving you. This energy is not serving you sitting in this energy with all of these cups of emotion and prosperity being poured out. And you're sitting there looking at them going, they don't do anything for me, right? I do see that there's going to be something coming in, a message or communication that's going to give you an idea of how to move forward on maybe a project you've already been working on, but you didn't really know how to actually lock in with this Saturn energy in Aries and move forward and make that commitment and go, go, go. But you are going to have that opportunity. Either it's going to come through, it's going to come through like a text message or a phone call. And it also could come through a download, but I'm getting more. It's going to be more of like something like on Earth. It's not going to be like in the air. It's not going to be something you're going to get like through the ethers, because the pentacles are all about solid foundation. It's an earth sign or earth signs. It represents earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I do have the double card here, which is, this isn't one of my favorite cards, but we're gonna transmute this energy. We're gonna take all this fire energy, we're gonna transmute it and make it into something that's going to benefit you to move forward, Aquarius. So there could be some obsession or some sort of maybe something around you that's draining your energy and keeping you feeling like you can't move out of the energy you're in. That actually makes sense with this 4 of Cups. So this is how beautiful the cards work together. So there's something that you need to move out of, and it's something emotional that's weighing you down. And you need to be able to communicate this in order to release this, because the fire energy inside of you is asking you to release this. But I'm cautioning you to do it in a way where it's going to help you move forward and let go of the emotional things holding you from the past. And I just pulled an extra card for you because I don't want to leave you in a lurch like that. I mean, I'm pulling more cards, but I did get the High Priestess. So this is great. This is all about intuition, listening to your intuition, listening to what is going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing, and that you're giving your energy away. You need to pull your energy back in, Aquarius, and take that energy, that Aries, I am the identity, the start of the herald of spring, the start of the zodiac. Get into that fire energy, and you take it, swirl it around, and point it in one direction that's going to move you out of mundane energy. So let's see what Beach Balance Life cards have to say for you. Safety stop. So safety stop when you're scuba diving, you're on a dive, you're 60 feet below, whatever. You're going to slowly ascend back up when you're coming up to the surface. But 10 to 15 feet below the surface, you stay there for about 5 to 10 minutes to recalibrate so your body can get all of the nitrogen out of the system before you actually break the surface. So this is saying, even though you want to move through this really fast, you have to trust the process. You have to take the necessary steps with Saturn and Aries in your third house. And Saturn does not let you skip steps. Saturn is literally a Capricorn, okay? It's the goat that crawls up the side of the mountain. They're not skipping, hopping, and jumping. Well, actually, they kind of are, but they're very strategic, right? You have to be strategic. You can't just like take that funny Aries energy that wants to blast you forward and push you forward. You have to take a deep breath and trust the process, okay? Let's see what the angels have to say for you. Okay, so spiritual understanding. So didn't I just say trust the process, especially with the High Priestess? This is also tapping in on your psychic energy, your intuition. So spiritual understanding of knowing you are always in the right place at the right time and taking the, you know what, honestly, you might want to take a look at sacred geometry. Look it up on Google. There's a ton. That's like the tree of life, the egg of life. There's a ton of sacred geometry that helps you reorganize your mind so you don't feel scattered, because everything is geometry around us. Astrology is geometry, the earth, this cup, the water molecules, right? So it's all sacred. So you know what, also go back and redo the new moon ritual, the beginning of this video. I'll have the timestamps posted by the morning, and redo that and think about that and use some sacred geometry. You can draw it, put your intention on the piece of paper, go back and watch that. I think that's really going to help benefit you and help you trust the process, because everything is a process. And with the Aries energy wanting to move you out of that mundane energy so fast, you may misstep, right? And we want to make sure you stay in alignment with your soul purpose and what you want to manifest out of that situation. All right. I hope that helps. Woo. Okay. So who do we have next? All right. So we have Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. All right. Oh my gosh, we're already up here in an hour. It's insane how much you think you're not going to talk, and then you talk. All right, Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Let's see. All of this Aries energy is hitting your 6th house. Of every day, of health, of working out, of your everyday routines. So you need to lock in your everyday routine. You've got to lock in, because with Scorpio also being ruled by Mars and Pluto, the transformation with Aries in your 6th house of routines, which is also ruled by Mars, you've got a lot of energy, a lot of pressure going on for you in that routine, that structure. It could be in a job that you're getting, you're feeling the pinch. It could be anything like that, but don't fret. We're going to take that energy and turn it around and make sure it is going to help benefit you in 6 months when we have the Aries full moon. Okay, so I do see with the 6 of Pentacles, this is great. This is all about job, finances, people pouring back into you. Could be a job pouring money. Maybe you just got a job, or you have a job on the horizon, a job offer. This is also a job offer that is coming in that can alleviate some of this need to, like, you don't know where to put all this fiery energy and you have something to channel it. You've got to lock in. Channel energy. Saturn and Aries is asking you to lock in, okay? Because I do see, we also, with Chiron and Aries as well, which you can go back to the beginning of the video when I talk about all the planets and what is happening with the new moon and Aries and this mosh pit of Aries we have going on. I do see that there is a brand new fresh start coming in that's going to fulfill you on an emotional level. And when you're emotionally fulfilled, then you're mentally fulfilled and spiritually fulfilled and physically fulfilled, right? You're feeling good about yourself. When we emotionally feel good about ourselves, we can move mountains, So this could be, also with all this craziness in that your daily routines, it could be of finding the little things that give you joy along the way, those things that are going to help move you forward, to get you through the little nuances and the, of the structure that is happening. And I do see by doing that, it's going to help you like with that water energy, tone down some of that fire and that Mars energy. So you have a lot of Mars energy going on right now. And I do see with the Nine of Pentacles, this is literally financial abundance and having your finances in order. This is going to help you get your finances order. This is going to help you move things to the next level, to that king and queen level you want to be with the 10 of Pentacles, which is the ultimate total financial marriage, partnership, happiness, business partnership and or business partnership. So this is going to really catapult you in that direction. So let things just kind of smooth out. Find where you can be emotionally stable the next 4 to 6 weeks, because that's when Mercury and Mars are moving out of Aries, and the sun will be out of Aries, and it'll just be Neptune, Saturn, and Chiron at that point. So no fret. You just gotta like stick through the pain the next till mid-May. All right, so let me pull some more cards. And yep, the full moon rising. So you're on the right path. And this is also a good time with that energy. There might be a side project or something that you want to start, or a new routine. Maybe it could be listening to positive affirmations, subliminals at night, or it could be anything that's going to help open up that avenue of creativity, because creativity is emotion. That's and emotions move, right? We're being creative. We move with the emotions. And so it could either, I don't know, I mean, journaling. I know that sounds kind of boring, but like I'm thinking like adult coloring books or something like that, that's going to help ignite that energy to make you feel creative. It could also be just like going on hikes and I'm getting the visual like of I know somebody who has one of those apps where you can point it towards a tree or a flower, and then it like scans it and it tells you the information, and you get to see if it's overwatered or has too much sunlight. And it's just really creative. Like tapping into something creative like that is going to help you and illuminate things for you. But I also will caution you with the full moon, like leading up until that moon in 6 months from now. Be cautious of somebody in your daily routine, especially at work, since a lot of this is finance oriented, that you're spending your finances in the right way, or you're saving the right way. And you're not just like, going balls to the wall, like spending everything like, woohoo, I just won the lottery, or, got a raise or whatever. Like be strategic, because Aries is going to push you and want you to make that move with that fire energy. But just be like, let's just like take a beat, take a breath, and move forward with ease and grace. Okay, let's see what the angels say for you. Crystal clear intentions. Okay, being crystal clear on where you want to move things forward and what it is. So if you're feeling locked in, Bill, I know. Funny side note. Okay, Scorpios, I'll keep reading in a second, but a lot of the astrology is right now in alignment with 2020. And people are saying, oh, there's going to be like the same kind of like shutdowns and blah, 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 blah. But it is, but it isn't, but it's going to be different. And you're seeing other things slow down on the world stage. But it's funny how I know people in big companies who are literally locked in right now. And if you know, you know, and that's all I'm going to say on YouTube, but if you know, you know. So that energy is still playing out, just on different levels. Okay, so Scorpio, that could be a very intense message for you too. So that's why I always do these like sidebar things. But or feeling locked in if you just started a job. I mean, like it feels crazy energy right now for you in that 6th house of daily routines. Or if you're working out too much, or you're training for like a marathon or Spartan race or something. But having crystal clear intentions of where you want to alchemize things in the next 6 months for you, I'd recommend, writing down in a journal your goals of what you want for the remainder of the year, or checking them off of where you want to start. But this is starting right now. This is the cosmic reset. So you know that you don't want to be grinding hard, right? You know, at some point you want to relax and do something where you can live life like a normal human, right? So that's your crystal clear intention, where you want to go. Visualize that, and then start listening to the intuition on the steps to take the next 6 months to get there. Woo, Scorpio. Yeah, turning the pressure into diamonds, 100%. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That was a really good read, Scorpio. Okay, let's see who's next. Love Style Supreme. Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Oh, love the Cancers. Oh, one of my Cancer friends came in, little Crabby came in last week to say hello. I hadn't seen her online in like, oh my gosh, 2 years, because I haven't really done much, but it was great to see an OG face again, which Tammy, you're going to start being OG. You actually already are. Okay, so Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's see. This is happening in your 10th house of career and long-term achievements and success. And this is the top of your chart where the midheaven is. So this is going to really take things in a direction where you're going to start. I feel like you could be closing something out. But I feel like this energy is going to transmute in a way that's going to pressure you to go in a different direction. Okay. I have the Ace of Swords, which is awesome start. Okay. The Ace of Swords came out, and this is all about cutting through the air, cutting through the bullshiza, and really just honing in on getting down to the nitty gritty, especially with Saturn there in your 10th house. This is going to be a long transit for you. And with Neptune sitting right next to Saturn could make this like dreamy, but this is saying Aries is like lock and load in, commit, and just cut through the crap. Don't get distracted by shiny objects. Neptune loves to do that. I do see this card is coming up a lot. This is the third time tonight that the Eight of Pentacles has come up, where it's all about putting in the work and strategically moving things forward, because getting to the Nine of Pentacles is right around the corner, but there's still some things to be done. So transmuting all of this Aries energy in your house of long-term career is going to help build that slowly as we go through. And it's going to really bring you into a place of where there is a lot of celebration with the Three of Cups. Okay. This is great because you'll be finally be able to let your hair down, but you still are going to, as long as Saturn's in Aries, you're still going to have to be really strategic. Because again, Neptune is party, illusions, dreamland, whatever, right next to Saturn in Aries. So to transmute this energy, you're going to have to hone in and cut through everything and logically cut through it, not with your emotions, but logically cut through it with your mind. Okay, let's see what else they have to say. All right, mind the tides. So yes, didn't I just say that? Like, you want to make sure you're putting yourself in a situation or in situations in general that are going to help push you in the direction you need to go, and not just jump in every body of water and say, woo, this is fun, let's go. Oh yeah, I'll go for a swim at midnight when there's a rip tide and high tide and also jellyfish and seaweed, right? No, minding the tides and just like being cognizant on trusting in the divine timing, and also being aware of patterns and determine which ones are good for you moving forward. Because by understanding the ebbs and flows, that's what's going to help you ride this wave into the next 6 months. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say for you. Ooh, let's see. Creative writing. Okay, so you could be working on a creative project. You could be working on something that's going to help you. You know, your word is your wand. So whatever it is you want to manifest and move forward, time to start journaling, time to start putting those goals down. I notice whenever I write something down, even if it's on a notepad in my kitchen, and once I write it down, I'm like, oh, this is what I'm going to do on Tuesday. But I write it down and say it's, Thursday, like today, I just do it and check it off. It's crazy. Like, otherwise, if you don't write it down, you don't do it. You don't manifest it. You don't work for it. And so taking this creative energy with all this Aries energy, you could be thinking about creating something for your future where you're a writer, or where you're going to start writing blogs. If blogs are even a thing anymore, they're probably obsolete, but something in that realm that's going to help bring out that creativity and taking that fire, because fire is creative. It's the only element that isn't an actual object. So it's going to help move things forward. And I think it's going to happen pretty quickly once you hone in, lock and loaded. Okay, Cancer. All right, let's see. Let's see who's next. All right, Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, what's going on? This is happening in your 12th house, Taurus, of your mental well-being. But don't get scared. It's also, hidden enemies, hidden agendas, how you talk to yourself. Aries is fast, so you could be harsh on yourself, especially with all this energy. You just need to let your hair down and just like get back into your Taurian chilled energy that is literally, ruled by Venus, the planet of love. And so you may be feeling a little out of sorts with Venus in your 12th house right now in Aries, but that's okay. It'll transmute. I feel like this entire reading, literally, I cannot believe this. Okay. The Ace of Swords came out and the Eight of Pentacles came out again. But before that, the Seven of Pentacles came in. So you planted the seeds. You're waiting for things to grow. You're waiting for things in your mind to prosper. So with this Aries energy, it could make things move up really fast, but burn them. You want to make sure you're not going so fast and thinking about what your strategy is. You want to take a step back and think about what is the best strategy for me to not burn down the bridges or burn down the forest as I'm creating a new step forward, because I do feel like this is something that is more on a finance, career-oriented stage for you. I do see that also with the Ace of Swords. Again, this is cutting through the minutia of things and looking and thinking about, it's all about this crown right here. Where is it going to take you to bring you to your highest ground? What do you need to cut through and communicate in your mind and cut away in order to stay true and strategic on these thoughts, especially with all this fire moving everything around so fast, especially faster because you have the Ace of Swords as an air sign. So it's represented by air. So it's taking that, slowing things down so you don't, check yourself before you wreck yourself, Taurus. Okay, seriously. I do see that with diligent follow through and really honing in these last few steps of this is actually progression right here. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. So watching things grow. But now once you find your strategy, see how everything's lining up, see how it's all starting to fall in line for you and literally like lay out in the direction you need to go. All the steps keep coming now. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the next step. Oh, that's the next step. That's what's going to happen when you get focused with this energy. All right, let's see what else is going on. We have the golden hour. Yes, I love this. The hour before sunset where the sun is shining and illuminating everything the brightest with the best color. It looks like a filter on a camera. Everyone looks super tan. Everyone's like looking good, having fun. And the sky is full of hundreds of colors that look like orange sherbet and purple, magenta, indigo, and then the clouds, the wispy clouds, the pinks. It's just beautiful. So it's obviously at the end of the day. So how this correlates with you is this is the end of you moving so fast with this energy and not having a strategy that you're going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel And also see that just because this today is over, it doesn't have to go over so fast, right? You don't have to burn through things so fast. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and look at every sunset. Check out every sunset and take that energy and just like breathe it in and breathe it out and relax. Okay, let's see what the angels had to say for you. Ooh, patience. Oh my God. You cannot make this up. Patience. So yes, patience goes hand in hand. You know, you're moving things so fast, and then you find your strategy, and now you have to water your plants and let them grow. And be careful what you're putting in your mind garden, since this is in your 12th house of your mind, right? Making sure that you are not aligning with things that could poison your garden and take your vibe and take it in a different direction, because the fire is moving all the way around and will take you from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, right? So staying focused, have your mind garden of where you're watering all your positive thoughts and energies and things you want to manifest for yourself, and know that it takes time, and that with time you will have things come to harvest. Woo! Okay. Last but not least, we have Virgo. Virgo is sun, moon, or rising. What's going on? Woohoo! Where are my Virgo friends tonight? If you're a Virgo watching this and afterward, make sure you say hello in the chat. And also, again, if you're new, let me know where you're chiming in from, because I'm having people come in from all over the world, and it's awesome. All right. All right, Virgos, let's see. This is happening in your 8th house, which is transformation, metamorphosis. I'm stumbling over that word. Oh my God, I can't even say it. Okay. Transformation, butterfly, and I'm wearing a butterfly shirt, so there you have it. And also finances, investments, and I don't like to say death, but it is. But transformation, it could just be a death of something, like an idea, depending on how it's hitting your chart. But since all this Aries energy is in that 8th house, it literally could be burning up finances, burning bridges with people who are financing you, or, you know, needing to get locked and loaded on your strategy for your finances, for your career, and your 401ks and things like that. So let's see. I mean, seriously, I can't believe these cards. There's so much same energy. It's so crazy. So I have the Ace of Swords again. So this is also cutting through the energy and being clear on your intent with all this fire energy, locking and loading with Saturn there, and with Neptune being hazy and having all this energy of, let's go this direction, let's go that direction, let's, you know, do this metamorphosis. I said it. Oh my God. And my voice is getting hoarse, I can tell. But being clear on your thought and your intent and where you want to go, and taking this fire energy and not letting it overtake you. Okay. I do see this is finance oriented. Here we are again with the 7 of Pentacles. Literally just had this, and it's watching the opportunities come to you, but not letting things move so fast that you're burning the house down. Okay. Don't move so fast with all this fire energy. Make sure you have some strategy on how you're going to grow this. I feel like this is more of growing like a stock portfolio or something like that. That's going to help give you that stability in the opposite house of Pisces, which is in the, you know, like in the 2nd house in the chart. And so giving you the opportunity to transform and heal things that will help you with stability in what you're trying to accomplish, right? What you're trying to actually manifest and build. But I do feel like this could be a partnership. It could be something that's coming in that's going to help you move you to the next level or give you the information you need, the stock tip, whatever. And the Three of Pentacles. So yes, this is all about a collaboration. This could be a message coming through, collaborating with 3 people. Let me know if this is resonating with you, because I do feel like this could be a project or something where you're either receiving maybe 3 streams of income, or you have 3 opportunities, or 3 people, or 1 person in one company and 2 people in another company, and they both want to partner with you. You're going to have a decision to make, but you're going to have clarity with the Ace of Swords on which direction to take. As long as you don't burn through the energy and, let this fire overtake you, because this Aries energy is nothing to play around with right now, okay? Remember the big cosmic reset. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay, we have Dolphin energy. So this could also be a partnership that is synchronistic, where you're like, oh my gosh, I have these opportunities with these 3 options to partner with, but this is the person I want to, or this is the company, this is the finance I need to take. It's going to feel synergetic. It's going to feel like home. It's going to feel like you're vibing. Literally, Dolphin energy, you cannot deny Dolphin energy. It is like super strong and powerful. And using your spidey sense and your sonar, right? Okay. Whoop. Oh, too many cards popped out. Let's see what else we have. What the angels have to say for you, for your message. Okay. And so gentleness. Yes. So being gentle on yourself as you're going through this decision-making process, this planning process, planning your material plans, your financial plans, your partnerships, being gentle with yourself. And because the fire energy is so intense, so you want to go opposite direction. So maybe go do something where you can feel like you need to have that, like, not escape, but just feel like more in tune and out of the surface level of fire. Do something more grounding. Go outside barefoot. Feel the energy of the earth coming up to your feet, getting that grounded energy, being gentle on your mind, but more so just in general. Yeah, I think grounding is really important for you. Oh, all right. So we're done with the signs. What is going on? If you're still here, chime in the chat and I'll pull some complimentary cards. Okay. So, Tammy, I think you're still here. Oh, literally jinx. Okay. All right. So let's see what the angels have to say for you. Oh, interesting. I got a hello from heaven for you. So your angels are watching over you. I feel like through this new moon, remember, we have to ask our angels to step in and help us and say, can you please step in and help me with this situation? Or because they can sit here, and our spirit guides too, they can sit there and watch us make free will, because we have free will. But if we ask them to step in, they will help guide us, and we'll instantly get information we need. Help me with this work strategy. What should I do about this? Please step in and help me with my emotional state, or whatever it may be. And it could also be somebody from heaven watching over you. I mean, we're not going to just put one label on this, right? But whatever it is, it's beautiful. And the card says, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. So I think that's beautiful. And also, this is tuning into your intuition. If you look at all the purple in the card and all of this beautiful, the golden hour behind this angel, right? The beautiful colors, looking at all of that, I think that is what's going to help you with this energy in Aries. And wait, you said you're Pisces rising, right? Yeah, I know you are, Bill. Tammy, you Pisces rising, right? Or no. Aquarius rising. Pisces Venus. But did you say what's your rising again? Did you say, was that Aquarius? I'm trying to remember, because I remember looking at it and I was like, oh, it's so small. The little emoji. Oh, Sag rising. Okay, so yeah, this is in your 5th house. So definitely go back and read that one. but that's your house of children, creativity, and romance. So let's see what the Beach Balance Life cards have to say for you. Okay. Okay. I always write down the timestamps so then I can write them down really quickly. So I don't have to scrub through the whole video. That takes forever. Sundowner. Sundowner is perfect for spiritual happy hour. A sundowner is basically a mixed cocktail you have at the sundown. Like you celebrate the sunset, and it's having fun and festivities and the colorful sunset, relaxation, and this is perfect. So I love these two cards together. This is a lot of energy. So I think that with this fire energy, that, oh, you know what? I'm also a Pisces Venus, by the way. It's weird when Pisces and Aries, it's like, what's happening? But I do feel like with all this Aries energy, go back and listen to the Sag and Aries, obviously, but your moon sign too. It's telling you to, even though the day seems harsh, like the sun's like really hot during the day, down in the tropics, and you're like, oh, I can't even go outside. It's so hot. The sun's scorching. But as the sun starts to set, everything starts to cool off, right? And that's where the colors come to life. And everything starts to come out because it's been in hiding all day because it's been so hot. So I feel like that's the energy I'm getting for you. Moon in Aquarius. That's what it was. That's what it was. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Tammy. Whew. Oh my God. I'm like buzzing. All right, Bill, pull some cards for you. Let's see. What do you need to know right now? Prosperity. I love this. Prosperity. Even though this is the cornucopia and not so much Thanksgiving in this card, but prosperity. It's basically saying that your material needs are being provided for you as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams in reality. So if I could chime back into your Scorpio reading, or the Scorpio reading, and that reading I did, this is basically saying you need to focus on what you want, because whatever has you in confined right now is not going to serve you forever. So this is the project. This is like planting the seed of, if you were starting a company or you have something in mind to plant something and see it grow as prosperity. And even though it may not happen overnight, but like within 6 months, when we have the full moon in Aries, you're going to see what's going to come to fruition of what you're planting now. So be very strategic on what your vision is, what your intuition is, and where you want to go, what you see with that crown in the sky. Like, where's that king going? And cutting through the minutia with all of like that sword energy. Okay, let's see what the Beach Balance Life cards have to say for you with that one. Yep, breakthrough. So it's time to break through the surface. Time to come up for air. I know you know that. Time to come up for air and take time to breathe and take time to recalibrate, curious to see how long you're going to be in this confine that you're in, or, straitjacket. So metaphorically, everybody on YouTube, just relax. But I do see that, and I do see you're going to be able to come up for air soon. So I'll be interested to see when that is and how that's going to transpire for you. Tammy, oh, you have been taking a lot of sunset photos. That's awesome. The last 2 years, that's awesome. That's great. Maybe put an album together or something. Create something with what you already have, taking the resources we already have with this fire energy and focusing it. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I will pull one more card for everybody in the chat, and then we will say goodnight after that. Let's see. The final. The final. That's what we call it when we go out for cocktails. We're like, are we going out for one more? It's a final. Okay, so chakra clearing. So this is our final for tonight. Clearing our chakras, making sure that we're in balance, making sure that we are doing some Kundalini breathing or breath work that's going to help like calibrate all of our chakras. I don't remember what reading that was when I said calibrate. Do you guys remember what reading that was for? But recalibrating, it might have been for yours, Bill. But recalibrating the energy, because in order to be able to manifest and clearly see, again, more sacred geometry up here, you guys, go look up some sacred geometry. I'm going to start using that too. I'm going to print some out and put them around my place in feng shui strategic places, and taking this energy and transmuting it, working with Archangel Metrodon. He does geometry shapes, and he works with sacred geometry. So clearing this. One cool thing I like to do is I imagine him taking this sacred geometry thing, rotating it around me, and then down my body, all the way down to the earth and into the earth, and then back up and calibrating all of my chakras all the way up into the ethers, because we have like 12, 15 chakras. We always talk about the 7 in the energetic body and then the crown chakra, but this encompasses all the way up and all the way down from the earth to the galactic. So that is the message for tonight. I totally appreciate everyone who stopped by, said hello. Please, obviously appreciate Bill and Tammy in the chat. You guys rock. Love you both. So happy to see you. And next Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm making it later. I don't know how I'm going to stay up that late, but I was able to do it this week. I can do it again. But love having you here. If you are just hopping on, we're closing out, but make sure you go watch the replay. I'll have the timestamps in the chat, so you'll be able to look at your readings, the full moon or the new moon ritual, and also what it means to have this new moon in Aries and how important it is with our cosmic reset right here, right now. So please click the thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed and your subscribe button is red, please click it and subscribe to the channel. Wonderful. All right. I'll see you next Thursday, Tammy. Have a good night, Bill. Good night, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.